Hello, all you hardcore boxing fans out there. How are you doing? It's Big P here, biggest gob in sport. But you know that, don't you? That's why you've tuned in. Because you don't want to hear all that company man rubbish that you hear on all these other channels, do you? You want to hear some proper boxing talk. You want to see me or hear me, hang 'em out to dry, don't you? That's why you've tuned in. All right. What do you think to old that 10-year-old photo there? Or 8-year-old or something. Fat as a pig Michelin man in a moody Elise sweater and shorts. Pop bang on that one, Porky boy. Eh? Fat as a pig. In them days, I used to drink a big cup of tea with biggest spoon of honey you'd ever seen in your life. I got it in my head for years that honey were good for you. It's the biggest load of crap ever. It's biggest killer of people than out, innit? Sugary. Stay off honey. It's no good. Load of rubbish. Put sweetener in your drink if you need out. Right. Ask Porky. Right. There are loads of questions that have come in, right? We're going to whittle it down to ask the ones that are not as vile, because the vile ones are coming through thick and fast. I didn't realise there were that many sick people who follow my channel, and most of them are subscribed as well. Now, these have subscribers. Some of these questions are off at members as well. I mean, I didn't know arch enemies and people who can't stand the sight of me are paying £5.99 a month into Porky Kitty. They're paying money to ask me vileness. So just to let you know, I'm not going to read them out. Pop, bang on that one. Right, here we go. Porky. Is Dave Allen the new Jason Gavin of boxing? I think he's a bit better than a journeyman, but it's not much, is it? He's now probably one or two losses away from being a journeyman, isn't he? I think he's above that level now. But what happened to Dave wanting to have a 6-fight deal with Dennis and get 6 wins on his record and get into some sort of momentum? It never happened, did it? You know, it's never happened. A 2-year down line with Dennis, what's gone on here? You know, it's the 3 fights in and it's all over by shouting, isn't it, really? If he'd have stuck to what he were going to do, he might have been all right. 29-year-old, 6 knockovers, 6 with losing records. I think he'd have been all right, but it's not gone that way, has it? It's gone the way of the pair. Now, this is how I look at it, right? And this is harsh. It's my kids like the White Rhino. This is very harsh, but if you're not going to train as a boxer, you're not a professional boxer. In your contract with the Boxing Board of Control, it says you must keep fit and on weight at all times. That is your job as a fighter. Now, if you weren't going to do it 10 years ago with Dennis, getting paid every week to go to the gym and all your expenses, a young lad being paid to go to the gym and go home. If you can't do it then, you're not going to do it now, are you, in your 30s? That's how I look at it. For example, if I'm employing somebody to spray cars every day at week, and I've got in plenty cars that are damaged and need work on, if he's not going to come to work and get stuck into them cars, he's going to be no good to me, is he? Is he? It's like in any business. If you're a distribution business or a packaging company and you have a van driver and you're delivering stuff, if he don't come to work, he can't deliver stuff, can he? He's going to be no good at his job. If Dave Allen don't go to work and practice at being in boxing, he's going to be no good when he gets in ring at night, is he? So, in my opinion, when it's getting like that and fighters are not prepared to put the effort in, and everybody can see it except them, but they keep putting them on, it's a disaster waiting to happen. Now, when you've got a disaster like that waiting to happen, it's a disaster of all disasters in boxing, isn't it? Because it's brain injuries or internal injuries, or mental health injuries or whatever. It's injuries all the way, innit? It's not a good look, is it? Getting knocked about in a ring when you can avoid punches and land punches. Because if you're not fit, you're not going to be able to land punches on an opponent. That's the first thing. The second thing is you're not going to be able to get out of the way of punches. That's boxing 101. Hit and not get hit. But the main objective for any boxer is to be fit. It's like a racing car. If you can't put 100 litres in tank to get round all the laps, if you can't fill that tank up, how are you going to complete the race? Now, Dave Allen quit after 6 rounds, but his opponent, like I said before, and I'll say it again, were one low blow away from being disqualified. And they're only, 6 rounds into the fight. So, as far as I'm concerned, Dave Allen was still in the mix after 6 rounds. But for whatever reason, they pulled him out. Why would you pull him out like that? Why? I don't get that, me. I don't get it. So is he the new Jason Gavin in boxing? Honestly, no, he ain't. But he's probably 1 or 2 fights off that. And that's end game, innit, from when you've been headlining. So, question 2. Does Yui win a world title? I think he can win a world title match correctly. I think landscape will change in the next few years. He's young enough. Is he 28, 29? So he's younger than Dave Allen anyway, and he's 3 year younger than It's Big Freeze. More than 3 year younger than It's Big Freeze. But I don't want Yui to be the forgotten man. So let's hope Yui can get his skates on now and get some fights on board. Get moving. Stop start too much for me at the moment, Yui. I want to see him in action. Is Derek Chisora shot to bits, Porky? Yeah, he is. He's 40 in a couple of weeks. And he's got a lot of miles on clock, Derek, hasn't he? A lot of miles. A lot of miles on clock. But Dave Allen's got 121 rounds on clock. That's not a lot of miles, that is it, really? 121 rounds. That's all Dave Allen's got on clock. On 121 rounds. It's not a lot, is it? Not a lot. Not a lot at all. Porky, why don't Frotch come on your channel? Get asked that every single day. I don't know why. Probably because people want to say, he's not really your mate champion on your channel. But why would I want to have him on my channel when it can put him in an awkward situation with his media career? That's how I look at it. He's got his own channel now, hasn't he? So he don't need to come on my channel, doesn't he? He's got his own, and it's fastest growing one at the moment out of all boxing channels. What's he up to? 50,000 subs now. So he's halfway there to promised land, isn't he? So good luck to him. Porky, dogs or humans? Dogs every time, because dogs love you for who you are. Porky, was Ryan Roach best start at Ingle gym after Naz? I don't know really. Ryan didn't win a world title, but he was good enough, wasn't he? You'd say he fought at wrong weight, wouldn't you? Really, we're really a light middle, wasn't he? Super welter, fighting at middle. I never thought he were a middle myself. Thought he were a world class light middle. But I think he fought too many times at middle. That's my opinion. What he best after Naz? One of them, wasn't he? You'd have to say Kell Brook, the best technical fighter from that gym. Naz, most exciting. Kell Brook, the best technical fighter. Then you've got Galahad, Witter, Johnny Nelson, Ryan Rhodes. Could put them all in any order, couldn't you, really? So boxing's all about timing. Ryan Rhodes can consider himself very unlucky not to be a world champion. Very, very, very unlucky. But I were a Ryan Rhodes fan, and I thought his style was bang on. I liked it. But each to their own. But all of them up there had good things going about them, and all of them you could pick at them, I suppose. But best technical at that gym, Kell Brook. Most exciting, Naz. Luckiest person out that gym, you'd say Horsecock Nelson. He was very lucky to be a world champion because cruiserweight then were really 13 stone 8. You were either too small to be an heavyweight or too big to be a light heavyweight. It was a division nobody really cared about. That's my opinion. But Johnny ended up getting a good style mastered that got him through. So you can't knock him, can you? So, and for longevity of his title run as well. Even though it's the WBO and we don't really count that, do we? Really, some hardcores. I do, but a lot of them don't, do they? Really? But one has best after Nasway were one of them, wasn't he? Japanese or German, Porky? German cars, I'm afraid, run longer, don't they, with mileage if you keep your oil changed. Japanese at best starting cars in the world, aren't they? Mainly due to electrics and all that. So I'd say both. But for reliability, Japanese. Can you eat solids yet, Porky? Ah, very funny, very funny. I'll let a few of these vile ones in. I'm not going to read rest of your question out, though, you weapon. Another one here from the same person. Should Dave Allen retire? I think he should retire, yeah. He's not going to train. He ain't going to train, so he's just going to get hurt. And somebody's going to have blood on their hands. It's an accident waiting to happen. So is Chisora. Derek War Chisora. Tasha and Michaela Meyer. Tanzania, 65,000 fans. What do you think, Big P? Natasha Jonas and Michaela Meyer fighting in Tanzania in front of 65,000 fans. What do I think to that? I think if that happens, that'll be fantastic for Natasha Jonas. I think it will. I think she'll deserve that to bow out because she's approaching 40-year-old, isn't she now? Even though she doesn't look it. So maybe that could be her swan song, and then she could easily have a career in media. So if that happens, I'd be behind it. Good luck to Natasha Jonas and good luck to that Michaela Meyer. I thought she got robbed against Baumgardner. And is there something going on behind the scenes where they're trying to get that moved to a no contest? I don't know. It's certainly got an asterisk next to it if that girl's been cheating. And so has the Baumgardner win over Terry Harper. That needs changing, doesn't it, really? Or needs an asterisk next to it, doesn't it? So, okie dokie. So, peace out. Keep on trucking. Keep sporting boxing. Don't have nightmares. Big shout out to Spartan Demolition. And like I said, I hope you like the big fat Porky Boy profile picture. Just shows you I can laugh at my son, doesn't it, really? All right. Peace out.